Hi everybody! It's time to take a look at the movies that will be released in October. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Syndrome K. Syndrome K is the true story about a highly contagious, highly fictitious disease created by 3 Roman Catholic doctors during the Holocaust to hide Jews in a Vatican-affiliated hospital. Till 2022. Till is a profoundly emotional and cinematic film about the true story of Mamie Till Mobley's relentless pursuit of justice for her 14-year-old son, Emmett Till, who, in 1955, was lynched while visiting his cousins in Mississippi. In Mamie's poignant journey of grief turned to action, we see the universal power of a mother's ability to change the world. The Banshees of Inisherin, 2022. Set on a remote island off the west coast of Ireland, The Banshees of Inisherin follows lifelong friends Porrick, Colin Farrell, and Colm, Brendan Gleeson, who find themselves at an impasse when Colm unexpectedly puts an end to their friendship. A stunned Porrick, aided by his sister Siobhan, Carrie Condon, and troubled young Islander Dominic, Barry Keoghan, endeavors to repair the relationship, refusing to take no for an answer. But Porrick's repeated efforts only strengthen his former friend's resolve, and when Colm delivers a desperate ultimatum, events swiftly escalate, with shocking consequences. Empire of Light 2022. Set in an English seaside town in the early 1980s, Empire of Light is a powerful and poignant story about human connection and the magic of cinema from Academy Award-registered winning director Sam Mendes. Terrifier 2, 2022. After being resurrected by a sinister entity, Art the Clown returns to the timid town of Miles County where he targets a teenage girl and her younger brother on Halloween night. Amsterdam, 2022. From Greta Gerwig's Barbie film to Oppenheimer, celebrity-packed movies have been all the rage in Hollywood recently. That said, what could be better than a mystery flick with a star-studded ensemble cast? Not much. David O. Russell's newest film Amsterdam caters to all mystery lovers out there and is coming to theaters before the end of the year. Set in the 30s, it follows 3 friends who witness a murder, become suspects themselves, and uncover one of the most outrageous plots in American history. Lyle, Crocodile, 2022. Follows the title reptile who lives in a house on East 88th Street in New York City. Lyle enjoys helping the Prim family with everyday chores and playing with the neighborhood kids, but one neighbor insists that Lyle belongs in a zoo. Mr. Grumps and his cat, Loretta, do not like crocodiles, and Lyle tries to prove that he is not as bad as others might first think. Signs of Love, 2022. A young man struggling for a good life meets a deaf girl from a well-off nearby family. He suddenly sees hope for love and a better life, but only if he can escape the predicament of the streets and the influence of his older sister. Armageddon Time, 2022. From acclaimed filmmaker James Gray, Armageddon Time is a deeply personal coming-of-age story about the strength of family and the generational pursuit of the American dream. The film features an all-star cast including Anthony Hopkins, Anne Hathaway, and Jeremy Strong. The Legend of Maula Jad. Maula Jad, a fierce prizefighter with a tortured past, seeks vengeance against his arch-nemesis Nurinat, the most feared warrior in the land of Punjab. Halloween Ends, 2022. For years after the events of Halloween Kills, Laurie is living with her granddaughter Allison and is finishing writing her memoir. Michael Myers hasn't been seen since. Laurie, after allowing the specter of Michael to determine and drive her reality for decades, has decided to liberate herself from fear and rage and embrace life. But when a young man, Corey Cunningham, is accused of killing a boy he was babysitting, It ignites a cascade of violence and terror that will force Lori to finally confront the evil she can't control once and for all. Decision to Leave, 2022. A detective investigating a man's death in the mountains meets the dead man's mysterious wife in the course of his dogged sleuthing. The Inspection, 2022. In Elegance Bratton's inspirational and deeply moving retelling of his own story, a young, gay black man, rejected by his mother and with few options for his future, decides to join the Marines, doing whatever it takes to succeed in a system that would cast him aside. But even as he battles deep-seated prejudice and the grueling routines of basic training, he finds unexpected camaraderie, strength, and support in this new community, giving him a hard-earned sense of belonging that will shape his identity and forever change his life. Black Adam, 2022. Nearly 5,000 years after he was bestowed with the almighty powers of the Egyptian gods and imprisoned just as quickly, Black Adam Johnson is freed from his earthly tomb, ready to unleash his unique form of justice on the modern world. Ticket to Paradise, 2022. The film follows Ren Butler, a recent University of Chicago graduate who accompanies her best friend Lily to a post-graduation jaunt to Bali. Lily's abrupt decision to marry a Balinese local triggers her parents to try and stop her from repeating their mistake from 25 years ago. Ren stays in Bali for the engagement/wedding festivities and, in the process, finds her own love with a local doctor. Slayers, 2022. A group of superstar influencers are drawn to a reclusive billionaire's mansion only to find themselves trapped in the lair of an evil vampire. The only way out is to be saved by a famous online gamer and an old-school vampire hunter.